Hey guys, thanks for stopping by New York's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer is going to be another re-review. We're doing Goose Island 2018 edition IPA. This beer is, and sorry about the light still, is 5.9% alcohol by volume. Brewed and bottled in Chicago, Illinois. Winsville, New York, Fort Collins by the Goose Island Brewing Company, also owned by Anheuser-Busch InBev. And they got the bottled on September 3, 18. So we are a little over 2 months, shouldn't be too bad. It says bright citrus aroma, bold hop finish. 55 IBU rating. India Pale Ale, obviously. 12 fluid ounces. What else there is to talk about? Not on the label. Commercial description on this one is our India Pale Ale recalls a time when ales shipped from England to India were highly hopped to preserve their distinct taste during the long journey. The result is a hop lover's dream with a fruity aroma set off by a dry malt middle and long hop finish. Alright, any other commercial description on this one, go to their website. It says, no, it's the same thing. Hops a Cascade, Celelia, C-E-L-E-I-A, Celelia. Alright. That, Centennial, Pilgrim, Styrian, Golding, and the malts are pale malt. Rick Beer classifies it overall with an 88 and a 84 in the style. Got the IPA glass for this one. It's already poured a pretty monster head. Still, poured up really aggressively. Alright. 84 in the style. Great Beer gives it a 3.7 overall. Commercial, and a... Oh, no, that was, okay. So Beer Connoisseur gives it an 80 overall. Goose Island. Alright. So, on their website, it says its color is bourbon. So, let's see. Look at that beer. That pours a very nice ooh, I wouldn't say bourbon. It does pour a nice tangerine-like kind of color. So, if you can see that is the color of the beer. So it's a very nice orange citrusy color with the nose of a very pillow off-white head. Noses, you got this mixture of the citrus notes, the piney notes, the grassy hop notes. Sorry, sitting on my bed is a little difficult for these things. Just a tiny, tiny bit of malt sweetness on the nose. Cheers, guys. Right on the front you get a mixture of bitter, piney notes, that cascade, and on the back you get those bittering hops. On the nose though you get more of the cascade on the nose. On the flavor you get more of the bittering hops, the grassy hops. Lots of the citrusy hops on the nose mainly. See if I can find any food pairings on this. This is not a double IPA, at least not in my category. Although in some of these reviews they're calling it a double IPA, I disagree with that. A double IPA would be more 8%. This is only 5.9. Excuse myself. Very delicious beer. There is a nice balance of malt sweetness to what's the word I'm looking for? Balance out the hops bitterness, but it's also underlaying the whole tone of it's more to medium to heavy bodied. Not quite heavy, but not just a tad more than medium. Still got that beautiful, beautiful head just sticking around. I wish I could show you it. Unfortunately, the camera I bought, I thought it was going to be like kind of the camera that Louisiana Beer Reviews guy, Jay, uses. Didn't turn out. I should have known. I only paid $20 for it off Amazon. It was used. It was a super, super small camera, like literally that's the size of it, like my palm. And the screen doesn't turn around so you can see yourself while you film yourself. So it also doesn't come with a memory card, and I don't have a memory card. I don't want to buy a memory card. So I'm still going to be using my phone camera for a while. I am trying to branch off my horizons to expand my channel. Please let other people know about New York's beer reviews. I was about to say Poznanski's beer reviews. I hope I didn't introduce with that. Otherwise, I'm not going to take it away just because of that, but that is bad. Because we're not Poznanski's beer reviews anymore. We are New York's beer reviews. The only beer reviewer I know from New York City. So you can taste that they only use one malt, pale malt. At least that's what it says. I wonder if it's probably 2-row pale malt. I would expect that from the color. It is kind of pale. Not very. It's very golden orange tangerine color. Not roasted, just 2-row, just pale. And you got maybe some of the green tints from the hops, depending on what kind of hops they use, or how like nugget pellet hops or just whole leaf. It's a good beer, guys. For me though, for what it is, I will give it an 8. I agree with the beer connoisseur on 80. For what it is, as a beer overall, I would grade it. I'm gonna go with it an 80 as well. But me personally, I don't want to say my own personal grade because I like it, but it is not exactly what I want as an IPA. It's not. When I have an IPA, I prefer the very, very citrusy hop notes, and I feel like this just has more bittering hops than anything. It has a little bit of the piney, at least on the flavor, at least on the taste. It has more of the piney hop notes in the beginning, and way more of the bittering backing hops than any of the citrus. Like, I love citra hops, Cascade, but you really only get the Cascade hops on the nose, at least in my opinion. I'm tasting more piney notes on the flavor. It is well rounded. It still has a beautiful layer of head on top, and I'm almost done with this beer. That's good. But it isn't really... I have a 6-pack of this. I'm going to split it with my dad, but it's not my go-to IPA. Okay? Even Sierra Nevada Torpedo isn't my go-to IPA anymore. It used to be at one point, but it's too bitter, and there's nothing wrong with it. I like it. I love it. I love this too, but it's not my go-to. I prefer IPAs like the New Orleans Optimum, whatever it's called. That was a good one. I'm trying to think. The Legacy IPA Saranac, but I haven't had that in so long. I don't think I've had the Saranac Legacy IPA since my last review, and I was like OD heavy then, so it was like at least over 3 years ago. Trying to think of other IPAs I've had. Like the Voodoo IPA was good. I tend to like West Coast style IPAs. Like the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is really good. That's more of kind of like an IPA-ish hop flavor. Maybe not towards the bitterness, but towards the flavor. See, I guess maybe I'm a Pale Ale guy, you know. But not really, because Stone IPA, Highlight IPA, those are great IPAs. Those are the kind of IPAs that I like. At least when I'm certain. This is good, but I feel like I want to say the alcohol. I don't want to say the alcohol is too high. There's nothing wrong with the alcohol though, but like they need to add more. I feel like there's too much sweetness on the malts, and there's too much bitterness to counteract that. So you're getting a lot of bitterness, which is good, and I enjoy it. It's just not my go-to, if you understand what I'm saying. But I mean, it's a good beer for what it is. I know a lot of people that love this beer. I know a lot of people that don't like this beer. Anyway, that's it for this review, guys. I am just looking forward to leaving my current job. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just really want to start my career at this point, and where I'm working now isn't really my career. I'm waiting to get a call back from one of these airline companies. Now, I won't be letting you know which airline company I do work for, if I ever work for them, because it could be like conflict of interest through the whatever. But just wish me luck, guys. I'm trying to start my career. I never really thought where I was headed in life, but I feel like the customer service industry is where it's at, and this is something for me. I love traveling. Obviously, I didn't say that in my interview with them. They know I love traveling since I applied. Excuse me, but I'm afraid this is just gonna cut off. But yeah. I'm always going to be New York's beer reviews now, even if I have to move to, Cali. Hopefully not. It's just, I grew up in New York. My background is New York City. I've lived 25 years of my life here. Maybe in the next 25 years, if I'm still doing these reviews, I'll name it something else. But even if I move away, we're still going to be New York's beer reviews, because my whole history is in New York. All the beers I've ever had were in New York. I got my life started in New York. So, New York's beer reviews. Cheers to New York's beer reviews. Alright, guys. That's it for this review. As always, if you like the reviews, please rate, comment, subscribe, and request. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you think. And always, let's do the final chug before I end it. And as always, we'll see you next time on New York's Beer Reviews. Bye.